Good morning. Welcome back to See You in the AM. Good to be with you here. Yesterday I mentioned the Closers blog, and I try not to do too many plugs on this show, but when it's for your own things, of course, I'll make a good use of the time, and I'll make a plug for those as well. So I just wanted to remind people, we do post original content on there. I'm writing those articles on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, and Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, just finding other articles and blog posts out there on the net that are very helpful to the topics we're discussing here on See You in the AM, and just in general. So you can find a lot of valuable information on there. That's on our website, creatingclosers.com. Go to the blog. It's called the Closers blog, and you can see archives and you can see the most current things as well. So again, I encourage you to check that out. And we try to post on Facebook, when those new posts go up. But again, whether the reach gets to everybody or not, we can't determine. But if you're going there on your own, obviously you will be able to. The other quick plug I just wanted to make as well was for Facebook Live. We are going to start doing more and more of the Facebook Lives. And as I put a post out there, we've come to learn that you have to follow in order to get notified of the live. You'll still get it in your feed afterwards, but if you want to participate in any of those live discussions, be notified of it, that's something that Facebook requires. So again, it's different from a personal page, being it's from a company page. So at the top right-hand corner, you can click the option to follow, and then when you're on the video itself, and that will allow you to do so. Let's get into today's topic, which is going to be directly related to buying signs. We talked about the emotional state, the energies that we have when we were talking about the adrenaline that's going to happen and our reaction to it and controlling that the other day. So we want to build on that, and we got to know how to answer buying signs. But it's great we get them, but what do we do when we do get them? We're able to control ourselves. They're called buying signs for a reason, because someone is ready to buy. But as we talked about the other day, can easily scare them off. And as opposed to scaring them off, we want to make sure that we are embracing them and bring them closer to that close. So how do we do so? And there's a common term out there many people that have worked with me are very familiar with, and that's ABC. Yes, there is the term always be closing, and I'm not suggesting that is not an accurate term, and I could always get into my own opinions of what that term really means, but I use the same acronym for answering questions. You have A, which is something we already should know from previous episodes, which is the acknowledge part. When someone asks a quick question, respond, good question, great question, I'm glad you asked that question, etc. The B is be direct. We all learned back in grade school, the shortest distance between 2 points is what? A straight line. No need to zigzag all over the place and leave it up to the prospect to figure out what our answer to their simple question is. Give a simple question, a simple, direct, and honest answer. So that is the B. And then C doesn't change, whichever acronym, always be closing, or our acronym now of ABC. You've got to close. You've got to ask for the order. As Zig Ziglar is famous for saying, always ask for the order. So again, no different here. When you've gotten to that point, someone is giving you buying signs, different levels of closing. You could always, go ahead and tone it down a little bit, make it a little bit more passive. If you don't feel they're ready to say yes, or a test close, those are things that we'll discuss at later times. But again, you go through that process. Acknowledge, be direct, and close. You follow that process when answering prospects' questions. You're following a process for success. Tried and true. Now, again, I want to just wrap things up today with a nice quote. This is a bit more humorous of a quote. The first concert I ever went to as a kid, my Uncle Joe took me to see the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson's first tour, but the Jackson 5 is with him. So no better opportunity to give credit to him and getting me to my first concert as a child down at the Orange Bowl in Miami, and give credit to the Jackson 5 and a great artist in Michael Jackson. They said ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, as simple as do, re, mi. So get out there and make some music today. Make some music with the prospects that you're working with and helping meet their needs, answer their questions, do it with acknowledgement, be direct, and close. You follow that formula, it will be as easy as 1, 2, 3, or do, re, mi. Have an excellent day, successful day, and I'll look forward to tomorrow to See You in the AM.